Hello, welcome back to Rookie Season. It's that time of the year. No one knows what day it is, what the fuck's going on. But thank you for joining us. I'm Andy the Rookie. Stephen Lloyd is here, sporting his new
going on?
Vancouver jersey.
Birthday present.
Oh, yeah, birthday as well. Yeah, I keep forget.
First jersey I've had since, it's been about 15 years now.
Yeah.
And, I always regret, getting rid of my jersey collection.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I sold it all. I don't know. Times were probably tough when I was, selling, game-worn jerseys and stuff.
I bet you had, so you actually had a pretty serious collection.
I'd worn it.
Oh, right.
not
when you said game one, I thought you meant
it wasn't like a Marcus Naslund worn jersey.
Right,
it was
okay,
I'd sweated in it basically, and then I sold it to someone on eBay.
And said game one. I didn't specify which game. So there's some sexy stuff.
Always thinking.
Yeah, I bet there's a market for that now with the hockey romance.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, people always try and buy
heated rivalry as well.
Heated rivalry.
Yeah, you get some jock straps, some worn jerseys. Make a killing.
I'm not as pretty as I used to be, so I'm not sure anyone's buying that shit anymore.
I don't know. I think you scrub up quite well.
Oh, thank you very much, Andy. Cheers. Do you know what? Speaking about heated rivalry, sorry, there's something I got to clear up. So I actually received a message after last week's episode.
Yeah.
And the pure libel. Okay, so I might have insinuated that someone I know got a lap dance at a gay bar.
No, it wasn't a gay bar. It was Birdcage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a gay bar.
Well, what is it then?
It's just a nightclub. The Robin Williams film called The Birdcage is about a gay...
You're mistaken, my friend.
Am I mistaken?
You're well mistaken.
But it was down near...
you went and you thought it was all kosher, didn't you?
It's near the Printworks, wasn't it? Down there. It wasn't down Canal Street. It wasn't around there.
I went with Ollie once.
Okay.
Not just me and him.
No.
There was a group of us. But basically, yeah.
What are you clearing up here? It just sounds like you're digging a big hole.
I might have insinuated that a lad I know got a lap dance there.
Yeah.
It was the Ritz.
Right.
It was the Ritz.
That makes more sense.
My mistake.
Now. Yeah.
It was,
actually, now you mentioned, I've been to the Ritz.
It was handing out the Scrubs DVD that threw me a little bit.
That sounds more like the Ritz. Yeah. It was grab a granny night on Wednesdays.
Before we got sued, I just figured I'd clear that up.
Wait, what's that got to do with heated rivalry? Oh, because of the Birdcage, right? Fair enough. Have you watched it yet?
Nah, I've
downloaded the first one. I've not got around to watching it, but it is it's massive.
I probably will.
It's really big.
I just don't have the time to watch anything at the minute. Naomi sent a message to the rookie season.
Naomi's one of our contributors,
long-time fans. She sent a message saying about have you seen those Shorzy jerseys? It's like a light blue jersey, and it's got like a pit bull on the front with like a hockey stick in its mouth.
I might have done.
It's all over like Temu and
is it from that
places like that? Yeah, so I had no idea. I just thought it was just a trend or something. And then when I looked into it, it's actually I think there's 3 seasons of some hockey TV show. I don't think it's called Shorzy. It might. Yeah, I think it.
Oh, this isn't heated rivalry.
Actually.
This is just some old.
But that's another thing. She said it's hilarious. So probably get into that as well at some point.
Yeah, I watched. Because I've been off work this week. I've got a whole week off work. I've just never have. I've watched both Goon films. I've just been watching loads of random matches.
Life's been good.
Yeah. I've got another week as well. I'm getting to the point now that, when you're like, right, what do I do now?
Yeah, I was happy to get back in the office today, and then as soon as I got in, it didn't last long.
No. Yes. Anyway, what have we been doing over Christmas? We went to the Storm game.
Yeah, we did. That was a barn burner.
I had it got the win. There was a it was shootout, wasn't it? Went to the shootout.
Yeah. So we took our first time friend Ollie from Australia. Yeah, so that was his first experience of a hockey game. He buzzed off it. Yeah. But that's the first game I've actually been to where it went to regulation, then a shootout.
Yeah. So, well, I've only been to 4 now.
4 or 5.
If you don't include those random ones in the 90s.
You knocked out 3 in pretty quick succession.
Yeah,
we went to the University
one.
Of Quebec game, and then you and Carla went to another pre-season, and then we went to the season opener.
Yeah. And then I didn't go since. Yeah. And that was the first time I went last night since. But yeah, speaking of Storm, I really want the that winter white out. Yeah, I need to get that.
It is sick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good.
It's not dropped on the store though. I think
it's not online. It might be. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but by
I
the
thought
time...
it might be an in-store exclusive.
No, but by the time it drops, the availability is like zilch, because I really wanted the all black chrome one. It was like the warm-up jersey.
Was that like last year?
Yeah, like that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to get your hands on those jerseys.
Yeah, if anyone's listening from the Storm, wants free...
Hook us up.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, Max. Fellow Canucks fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. You've been reading my messages.
I have, it's our messages.
Our messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out, Max.
There's another long time sufferer.
Well, I've got a picture of you wearing this jersey now as well, so we've got him. We've got him.
Right, should we talk... before we get into the game, these junior championships, have you been keeping up with that?
No.
Right, you told me about that. I was like, junior champions? I thought it was like a fucking kids thing. But it's not. It's Are these NHL players?
The juniors?
Yeah.
I mean, they might be in a system, but I don't think...
But they're not. This is why I asked, because obviously we're still right in the middle of the season. It seems an odd time to have an international tournament.
It does.
I'm guessing they're probably... A lot of them
college
like just on the
players.
Books or,
that would be my thoughts on it. I mean, there might even be players that are approaching the draft for this year that are going to be going into that. Honestly, I don't really know much about it. I've not really looked into it. I did fancy getting into the Spengler Cup.
That's the other thing you said. There's just that many like tournaments and different federations and that. It's so hard to like keep your head around. Get your head around.
But it's weird though, because it's kind of like, you know, when you used to play FIFA and you create like the maddest tournament, it'd be like Barcelona, Bayern Munich, England, Brazil. It'd just be absolute chaos. Because I don't understand it, because it was like Team Canada was in there, and there was collegiate US team, but then it's all like...
This was in the
Spengler Cup.
Spengler, right?
Yeah,
okay. What age group is that?
I think that's like...
So that's full. So obviously they're not going to be full-time NHL.
But I thought the Spengler
either.
Cup, I swear that when I dropped into it like last year, I think it was like Cardiff Devils were in it as well. But there's no British teams in there, so I can't get my head around it. I need to like devote a little bit of time. If anyone's listening,
we had it was Alistair who messaged him. He was into like British ice hockey history. I'm sure he'll know, but if you're a bit less ignorant than us, let us know. Anything else from these shores this week? Have you been keeping an eye on?
Nothing really. I saw Storm lost in Guildford.
Storm lost it. Yeah, but it was a double header, wasn't it? It was a reverse fixture, so they did beat Guildford. This is what I wanted to mention. The Steelers versus Panthers game. Was that on? I'm not sure if that was Boxing Day or the day after. It was right about
the fan.
Record attendance.
Oh, right.
The IHL.
Is that another one where it really kicked off?
Possibly. Maybe.
I could have that. No, that was Blaze and...
Belfast, you think?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Blaze and Devils. It kind of kicked off. But record attendance.
I think it was about just under 10 grand, which...
Grand?
10,000
10,000 people.
Yeah. Grand, what's wrong with that? That's good news, isn't it?
That's
like,
good turnout.
It's a good season to start getting into ice hockey then. It's on the up.
Getting in right before the boom.
Yeah. There'll be a boom though. I know we kind of laugh about the heated rivalry and things like that, but stuff like that does bring more eyes onto it.
Yeah,
like you'll get a bigger fan base now. Yeah. But we'll see whether they stick with it or not when they actually get to a game and think, that's it.
Did you watch? So you've seen the Mighty Duck films?
Years ago. I've not watched them for years.
You'd seen like all of them?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen all of them. I've definitely seen the first one.
They're definitely worth going back and having a look. I've always got a soft spot for the third one, but that's like the one that's like panned like universally.
We were talking, weren't we, before we started this podcast, like, what are we going to talk about in the off-season? There's hockey movies, hockey films, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got the Goons, Mighty Ducks. We'll get through Heat Rival. There'll probably be a second series about that.
Mystery Alaska. That's a Russell Crowe one. I've not seen that one. Slapshot?
There is, Slapshot. What's that? There's one. I did start watching it a couple of weeks. I just never got around to finishing it. About the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
That's about the US, US Olympic team, wasn't it? Yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff to get through. We'll get through the barren summer.
Watch Fret Level Midnight. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Michael Scarn.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, shoot me a message.
Yeah. No, we'll get around to it. But speaking of Barron, he was a few days without any NHL, wasn't he? I think that's the longest. This is how I can tell I'm a hockey fan now, because I was actually like, oh, this is really fucking shit. Like, there's nothing to absolutely nothing at all. So it was from Christmas Day and then 3 days after, I think. But yeah, we missed it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was crap. There wasn't really anything going on.
Yeah.
I was like cruising through games that had happened a few days before, thinking, maybe I could put this on. But
I watched a few highlights and I tried finding streams for the junior, but it was whatever the official broadcast. It was like £10.
It's going to be paywalled. Fuck that.
I'm not gonna fucking pay that. We're already paying for it.
We're not scouts. Like, we don't need to know these players until they hit the draft.
Oh, it's Latvia versus Belarus tonight. Come on. Latvia nearly got a result against Canada.
Yeah,
it was
I
close.
did see that. Yeah.
I didn't watch the game. I just saw the headlines.
But when you were asking me, like, before we started the episodes last week, what was it you asked me? You said about what teams have won the Olympics, the hockey Olympics.
That was just before our Christmas special. It was that was just a little bonus question,
and I mentioned
Latvia
because I figured that they're always a team that's kind of like known that they're in those tournaments. So
basically, I asked him because I only learned this last week. I can't remember how many teams in total. There's about 8 or 9 teams who have won a gold medal at the Winter Olympics. 8 or so are the obvious ones you'd think of: Canada, US, Finland, Russia, etc., the Soviet Union. And there was one that you just wouldn't expect. It was Great Britain. Yeah. But it was like nearly 100 years ago. But still,
we'll take
to build on.
We'll get the flag.
Yeah.
We'll get the flag ball.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, we're not even in the Olympics, are we?
Are you surprised?
Season? Yeah. I am actually, and I'll tell you why. There's so many British expats in Canada. You'd think they'd be able to sort of throw together something.
Yeah,
if France can do it.
If that was the case, true. If that was the case, then it's like, if we really did take it serious, maybe we could just stop our seasons, like take a bye week when the qualifiers are on.
Stop the EIHL.
Just get like all the best players that we can and really make a run at it.
Yeah. I don't think they'd make a run at it. I think just qualify.
Sorry.
I'm sure.
Just clarify.
A run at qualifying.
Not win the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But, who knows? Maybe that's all to come.
Yeah. Well, if we keep getting the attendances up, the popularity keeps growing. There'll be someone out there who will have started playing. Mm-hmm. Probably only a kid at this point who will be that first British player to play in the NHL. Because I don't think there has been.
There's been 2 players, right?
I watched a video about this. There was that Liam, what's his name?
I'm not gonna...
He got drafted, but he never actually played a game, did he? And I think the other guy he was born here technically, but then he grew up in Australia from like the age of 2.
Okay.
Or something like that. There's not been someone who has been...
It's not clear-cut.
Trained and played the game here and then been drafted, but, one day.
Definitely.
Yeah, should we get into the game then? Right, so we, I forgot what the game, the Minnesota Wild against the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, how disappointing. What a shit ending. This is the first game. I really took a liking to the Jets. Don't read too much into this. This isn't me declaring or anything, but they were proper, I think you mentioned them the week before they played against the Avalanche, and you said they really put up a good fight, and you could just see it then. I think. So what was it?
So it's 4-3. 4-3.
Ended in overtime win.
Yeah.
Basically, it all hinged on that fucking decision in the last about 29 seconds left. I can't even remember his name now. Where the Jets player just cross-checked some guy and right in front of the ref as well. They go on the power play there, and that's all.
But then the empty netter was ruled out as well earlier on, wasn't
which it should have been, because obviously that it was a penalty. You can't even blame him for it. It was just stupidity.
Yeah.
You'd be, if you were his coach, you'd be fuming.
Yeah.
But other than that, they looked like they were playing with a lot of heart.
Yeah, I think they've just fallen on hard times because they've not exactly been world beaters this season, and I'm pretty sure they've dropped the last 5 games all by 1 goal.
Right.
Which is fucking tough to stomach, isn't
it? Well,
it?
they're one of them teams where, I mean, maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Are they like one of them where you think, oh yeah, I forgot they exist? Do you know what I mean? They're just kind of just ticking along there. They're never. I mean, I don't know if they're where they are in the standings, but they're never so bad where you notice.
Well, I think they're second to last in the division. They've had some really good runs.
Yeah.
But, like, I took them over the Avalanche this season to make it to the Western Conference Final.
Oh, really?
Which, boy, was I fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But, no, I definitely like the Jets. And to be honest, my second favourite team, maybe third or something, probably is the Wild. I've just always kind of liked them.
This isn't me having to go to the Wild either. Like, I think the quality was clearly there.
Definitely,
that is what won through in the end. But
I was hot at the Wild by the end of the game, though, because I wanted the Jets to win because they played with that much passion, and it was like, shit, they're going to do this, and then to have it snatched away at the end, I had this sick feeling in my stomach.
Yeah, and I was so annoyed. I was so fucking annoyed. I've never this is the first game where I've kind of not been neutral. And it didn't start like that. It was just the way the momentum was going and how the crowd were behind it. And they're a very, it's weird to say they're a small team, but I suppose I think they've got one of the smallest arenas in the league.
It's a small, nowhere, isn't
it? It's a proper hockey little town and that. So I'm not saying Minnesota is some big sprawling metropolis or anything.
Well, I think it is massive, isn't it?
Compared to Winnipeg, I imagine. I've never been to either, but
Was that it? Remember when you put that question out on Instagram and it was like, what team do you support and why? If you're from Europe, and that guy supported Winnipeg Jets, and he was like, because Chris Jericho's from there.
Oh, was it? Is he from Winnipeg? Yeah. No, but if he was born in New York, he was born in New York because his dad played for the Rangers. But I think he grew up there. I think that's where he's built from.
Teach me something.
I just remember that because there was. I can't remember why I was looking it up, but because his dad was a hockey player. Wasn't he?
I know he played for the Rangers. I don't know whether he was good.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what his name is.
Oh, Jericho's his working name.
Is it? Yeah.
It is a sick name, though. Back to the game.
Yeah, anyway. Do you know what? I was fucking frazzled by the end of that game. I pretty much forgot the rest of anything that happened.
When did you watch it? The same day I messaged you?
I watched it yesterday morning.
So
so
the
literally fresh the morning after it happened,
and then by the time work finished, I was like, fuck me, I don't remember anything.
I watched the recap of it, but that's pretty much all there is to say. The Jets, they played beyond their, they played, what's the phrase I'm looking for, beyond the sum of the parts. Do you know what I mean? Quinn Hughes though, and there was a player, the Jets player, who really stood out, and I forgot his name.
Connor?
No, Schmeely?
Oh, Shifley.
Shifley, yeah. I love plays like that, proper, just dig in, but it wasn't to be. But we've had a few games like that now, where it's just rested on some, usually a shit decision by the official. They got this one right, though, would you say? The whole fucking...
Yeah, as unfortunate as it is.
I know. When you watch the replay back, he was kind of the Wild player. I can't remember who that was. He was kind of shoving, antagonising, but you can't rise to it. With 30 seconds left, when you're one goal up.
Yeah, it is a lack of discipline. That
a chance to beat one of the form teams.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, and especially their division rivals as well. So picking up 2 points in a game like that would have been huge, but. Something I've not really given much thought to be fair, because they did lose an OT. At least they got a point for it. It's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not. It's just it's one of those games where it's an old football cliche you hear as well, where it'll feel like a loss. Do you know if you've just been winning the whole game, or you've had the best of it and you concede late, or you just can't make that breakthrough?
It's sports, though, isn't it?
Whatever the situation is, where you feel like. I mean, on the face of it, I can't say oh my God, the Jets were so much better than the Wild.
Yeah,
they just dug deeper.
They were in the game, though. They had to dig
in
deep, otherwise it would have been a blowout.
Yeah, quality-wise,
they really turned up for that game.
Cheese,
it's not like what's the biggest blowout we've seen this season? Was it Islanders 5-0 zip over Rangers?
No, it was only a couple of. It was Dallas and.
Well, hang on, they got 3 on the board though.
Yeah.
I would probably say.
So what was the Islanders? That was just 5-0, wasn't it?
Yeah,
5-0
against Rangers. That was like probably the biggest blowout. But...
if we're including that then, because there's 5 point spread either way,
Yeah.
whatever you look at it. And I suppose if you've conceded 3, you could make that argument.
There was a statistic last week that I actually didn't get a chance to mention. So obviously the top 3 teams in the NHL all come from Central, obviously in the West.
Yeah.
But the bottom 3 teams in the whole of the league come from the West as well.
Oh, right.
Not
which
not
the 2 divisions?
Yeah, across both divisions.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
so it's kind of it's an interesting stat. That it's mad.
Yeah.
So it kind of just shows that over on the East, it's kind of like a bit of a mesh of, we're doing good, we're not doing great.
Yeah,
but we're also not doing terrible.
Would you say that makes it a bit more of an interesting race though? Because obviously there is a much more tighter playing field on the East rather than the 2 extremes on the West, where at the moment you can pretty much see who's gonna.
Yeah, when you see
qualify.
those teams go up against anyone, then there's almost no point in watching it because they're gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
But
this is what we see. I've seen. We haven't seen the Avalanche yet. Well, I haven't watched them yet. We watched Dallas. They still look the best I've seen so far.
Yeah.
The Wild in this game, again, you can't play like this every week. So again, one of these, every now and again, you can have a week where you're just not on form. And I'd say it was probably that week, and they still managed to come away with a win. But, they didn't blow me away, but that's always going to happen, especially kind of this period where everything's so condensed. It's a shame, but,
Jersey check.
Go Jets. I like the. You were a big fan of the Wild logo, aren't you? The bear head, and I like the Jets one. I like it. I love a symmetrical. I'm guessing that they've got something to do with the Air Force because of the.
Well, in Winnipeg.
Yeah. Just purely because it's similar to the Royal Air Force, with the Navy circle, and then the red. We have a red dot on the British Air Force. They have the maple leaf.
Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, going over to American football, you got like the New York Jets. I can't imagine New York's a hotbed for having jets flying over all the time.
Yeah, again, that might be one of them where they used to be.
But are they a Long Island team?
Well, the stadium's in New Jersey, so it's not the Jets and the Giants play in the same stadium. It's both in New Jersey.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure where these fucking names come from, like the Giants. Giant skyscrapers. I don't know, but I'm not sure, but I'm only asking that because of the name, because of the badge and that. But yeah, I like both jerseys. I think I prefer the Wild's white one.
No, with the green.
With just the touch of green and red, rather than the home.
That girl at Storm who was already wearing the
Minnesota
jersey with
she must
Hughes
have
on
got
the
that
back.
Ordered literally a day after.
But that looked pretty sick, to be fair.
That was a white one, wasn't it?
I think that was green, right?
Was it?
I'm not sure if it was the home jersey.
I'm not sure. I thought
you could be right, to be fair. But there's the Minnesota. They do this like a luminous jersey. Have you seen it? The lime green.
It is the. Is it like a throwback one to like the North Stars? Their colours. It was like
kind of.
I think it is still a Wild jersey, but when you look at their old. The old ones.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, they've got like an hanging luminous green jersey like that, an alternate. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand like the thing about like making some jerseys like as ugly as you can. Like,
I don't mind it. I quite like it. To an extent, City's third kit this year.
They always have some.
Have you seen the rain one?
Yeah,
it's grey with raindrops on, but with lime luminous lime sort of trims on the arms and the neck and that. Like, what the fuck were they thinking there? Like, who's come up with that? I get the whole, it's Manchester, it always rains and that, but fucking hell, it's awful.
I used to love a Man City alternate kit because I had that orange and purple shirt for I wore that for a couple of seasons.
I'm not sure which
it was like so it was like orange up top, and then by about here it starts intersecting with like purple lines, and then the bottom's like purple.
Yes, I know the one. Yeah. And they've had some like I quite like a quirky like jersey like that, but I can't even say the one this year is quirky because it's grey.
Yeah,
it's just grey with like fucking highlighter yellow sleeves.
I think they've gave up a little bit on like making the jerseys like fun, because the one after that was like I'm trying to think what it was. It was like a box of nerds. It was just weird.
Nerds the sweets.
Yeah. Fucking nerds.
Not them for
Maybe
years.
we'd feel different if we actually lived in Minnesota, because I mean, the lime green jersey, you wouldn't rock it going around Bramwell.
I don't know.
You saying
you
that?
See
who am I talking
stuff
to?
in
But
Bramwell,
I see you wearing most of it. So
yeah. Again, do I have to remind you of the white jeans? Circa 16.
For those that are just joining us.
Yeah, this comes up quite regularly now.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Again, not much else I can say about this game, though. It was.
We don't want to go through like
it was just
shot for
so
shot,
disappointing. Like they'll feel really fucking hard done by, I'd say. But
the Nyquist goal,
the fans will, but he's only got himself to blame.
The goal in the first like 5-10 minutes, Nyquist, where it was like ruled out. I don't even think it was 5-10 minutes. I think it was like the first 2 or 3 minutes.
The offside one.
2 players were offside practically. One of them was just clearly off, and then the other got pushed. I thought when it went to review, I thought it was the guy who was pushed over, and I was like, is that offside if one of their their players is pushing him? But then you see the guy right at the boards,
the
like
guy
all the way over.
Who's like the closest to the camera. Obviously, you don't see him, but he was. You can't argue. I think if it had just been the guy who'd been pushed, they'd have probably just given the benefit of the doubt. But no,
I started to believe as soon as that goal went in, I was like, oh shit, they might. Yeah, maybe they're gonna get something out of this.
They looked like they never looked out of it though.
No,
that's the thing. If
I think the heads did drop in the last 20 seconds when they equalised at 3-3. So I kind of think they carried the momentum into regulation, into overtime. Sorry.
As soon as that happens, I might as well turn it off then.
If you were going to put money on a team,
I'd have said, Wilder winning this all day 100%. Now. They've got to. Like they've just, what's that phrase? They've snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, there
you go. Oh, absolute idiots. But, we move. Do you want to give a preview from next week? Are we going to put it out to the fans or any particular games?
Well, I figured we were going to go with the Winter Classic, right?
Oh, yes, it is the Winter Classic. Now, talk to me about this one. This is the outdoor game.
In Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine it's that cold there, even this time of year. But
so it should make for quite an interesting tilt. So it's going to be the Florida Panthers versus the New York Rangers.
Okay.
Bit of a mad one. It's probably not the most riveting game, especially with the way the Rangers have been forming.
I don't think the Panthers have been.
No, they've not been pulling up trees, no.
Yeah. They are obviously defending champions. 2 times, aren't they? This will be the going for the 3.
Gonna go.
I don't think that's going to.
I can't imagine them getting. Personally, if you ask me, I don't think they're going to get in on a playoff spot. Maybe the wild card, but I don't think they'll see it. See it out.
Yeah. I don't think we're quite halfway through yet. We're getting closer.
By about next week, the week after.
Are you pretty confident you think it's going to go the whole way now? Is it the obvious? Is it the obvious answer?
If you ask me, I hate that when people ask you like.
Because it's not like you've got some expertise or you're going fucking.
Well,
calling it halfway through
it's
the
not
season,
even that. It's just the people who like. So I don't know if it's like, putting in football terms, if it was City versus Wolves. And there's always that fit cunt, like where you work, who calls it right there. City are going to win that one.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to say there's always some cunt who'll say Wolves are going to get a result here. Trust me, and he'll say the same shit like that every week. And then 1 week he'll finally get it right.
What did I tell you?
You've been wrong every. Well, it's a broken clock analogy, isn't it? He's right twice a day. Yeah.
It's because it's stating the obvious a little bit. I would probably go Colorado, but obviously I think you kind of feel Dallas is maybe the strongest team.
I'm only saying Dallas is the strongest team I've seen so far. I haven't watched the Colorado game yet. We need to get them in soon.
No, we do after the winter.
After the winter class, we've got to do that because it's a novelty.
Yeah,
game,
of course.
It's one that's something I haven't seen before.
We'll be crucified if we don't cover that one.
Yeah. I'd love to go at that. It's so good.
It would be mad.
Yeah. I mean, if they can do it in Miami. Do it over here.
The Winter Classic in Manchester.
At the Etihad.
Piccadilly.
Yeah. Piccadilly Garden. Just a load of spice heads around the ice.
Oh, mate, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick.
So Rangers, isn't it? Not Islanders. Rangers and the Panthers. I'm just looking. I've just got the standings here. So the Panthers are currently, as things stand, they are in that second wildcard spot for the East. The West, I know because Rangers are in the East as well. Yeah. Yeah, Rangers are. In fact, they're both on 42 points. So it's close. So you've got them, Sabres, New Jersey, all on 42. So he's tight for that second wild
Rangers
card.
might actually turn up because it's not a home game as well. Because they usually just tank at home.
Well, that's what. I know it's been a while now since we watched that.
The
watched them
Islanders.
in that New York. Battle of New York.
I was thinking we were going to do that Boxing Day, but we obviously went a different way with it. So I didn't even see the result because my first thing that I said to you was why don't we cover the Rangers and Islanders again?
I think
what was that?
I'll just try now. I'm pretty sure the Rangers won. I'm sure the Rangers won that one, but I'll find it now. Bear with me. It's so unprofessional.
Dead air.
Yeah. I'll cut this out. Gozza, who's a big Rangers fan, he'll be fucking screaming at the. Right, here we go. So it was on Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't. There's no games on Boxing Day. It would have been the 27th.
No, it was my birthday. Yeah.
What do I know? They lost 2-0 to the Islanders. So that was worth the wait.
You like fucking... I actually think they won now.
No, swear down, they won, mate. Trust me.
It turns out they're actually 7-0.
They somehow got relegated. That's not a thing.
Ollie was asking me that at the game. He was like, do you get relegated here to go to like beer league or something?
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Here's a question then. Now we're speaking of, like, might not be relegation or promotion or something. You're put in charge of all ice hockey tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you can make one rule change. That can be anything you want. Can be players, can be where the game's played, anything. What would you do?
Yeah, the second league is going to be merged into the first league.
What do you
into
mean?
the EIHL. So the league that's just below it.
Are we talking about British ice hockey?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about world ice hockey. So if you want to go with British ice hockey,
let me finish with this one.
Yeah.
So I think instead of having it as like a 10-team league, I think it'd be way better as a 20-team league.
Yeah.
You pull in the 10 teams like Widnes, Telford,
teams
like that. Problem is they don't have the infrastructure.
This is what I mean.
But if there's no relegation to worry about,
then
surely...
Also, you're getting... Think of it, they've got, if we take Widnes, for example, they've got, it's a little arena. It's
a Planet
Ice. Similar to Manchester's, isn't it? Mm-hmm. If they're getting then an extra 10 home games a season, from if we expand it to 20 teams, it's that's extra income for them. It's whether that extra income would be enough to justify the extra travel and, things like that.
Maybe it can't. I can only see it being, it'll be an earner. It'll be an earner mate.
A nice little earner.
Yeah, but, having been to Widnes to actually watch the Wild, which they did look pretty sick a few seasons ago, it's only seating is one side. So
it's even
capacity is probably at like maybe 500 pushing it.
Yeah.
But
I'd have to see what other teams are in that league then, because obviously you can kind of judge what. So Widnes, obviously, they would be able to fill it for like Manchester, Sheffield, not too far.
Liverpool as well. Right?
Liverpool don't have a team though, do they?
Oh right, no. Sorry, I thought you were saying like Liverpool. Oh
no, I'm talking about the actual team.
I thought you were talking about gaining fans.
What away teams would bring a good attendance? Would be the sellout basically. Manchester, Sheffield, not too far really. Probably like 2 hours away, isn't it? I don't know who other teams are around here. I think that would be. I don't know who else are in that division.
No, I'd have to have a look.
Yeah. Well, we're just using Widnes as an example.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably not.
I think it could be better because how many? Like a 10-team league. It's a bit like it gets to a certain point surely where it's
the
like
same teams. And then you have the cup. and you play the same teams again. Yeah,
every time I fancy like hockey, and like obviously if I'm not going with you, I'll go with my wife, and I'll like look at the teams, and I'm like seeing not too long ago, and you kind of go through it. That's why I loved what they did with the friendly games the other season when it was like some new University of Quebec and
the only
German teams.
Break you get from that would be again. I'm guessing there's some kind of Champions League European.
See, I thought that's what.
But that would only be if your team wins the league or wins the cup, or I'm guessing.
So it'll be like the top two teams
so Nottingham
going into
Nottingham
it.
Or Sheffield
So it'll be like, I swear, I think it actually is called the Champions League.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, there you go. So that will be the only time you get to see some other teams around Europe and that. But no, it'd be a good idea if some new fixtures.
So go on. So your original question, you were asking
I was just
what I would change.
In general, if a rule change, because I thought about it, because this now you've said that, would this be a fairer system? Now you might not all. You proper hockey heads are not going to like this, probably, because it means less games.
It's going to be a hot take, isn't it?
Well, here we go. Right. 32 teams in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just have one big league table and you all play each other twice? Now, that would mean only 62 games a year, granted, so it's less games, but surely the players will be happy with that. You might get a bit more... obviously, you're not going to get games where... You've played 3 or 4 nights in a row, and they're just fucked, and you're just losing games you would usually win. Maybe that would make it a bit more boring. I don't know, but
no, I do like that.
If you want to stick with the playoff system, fine, we can do that. We can, meet halfway. I'm not saying we do it exactly like the Premier League, where the top team wins. That's it, done. But
it could be. I just think when something's so established, because I mean. I really think like the Champions League dropped the ball on the new format. I think it's unwatchable.
Well, it's got similarities to the NHL, though. Do you not think? Because I think might have been one of my questions with the very first episode we did, where it was like, is it really fair? Because not every team has the same set of fixtures. Do you know what I mean? So like, I suppose in the long run, the best team are always going to get through regardless of what, but if you're a team who has to play the Colorado Avalanche 4 times,
then that's
this
significantly.
Season, someone might only have to play them once, or twice.
Well,
you know what I mean.
I mean that is the case now, anyway, isn't it?
That's my point. So, like in my system, everyone would play each other home and away.
Yeah.
So 32 teams. Obviously, don't play yourself, so 62 games in total. Still a good amount of games, that.
Yeah.
That's still packing in 2 games a week. I know you're thinking, it'd be longer travel, because obviously you're playing teams you wouldn't usually play. Well, I suppose you would play them anyway, but it's less travel because you're not playing as many games.
Yeah, I think the reason that I'm sure they've looked at that.
They'll never do it because they want as many games as possible.
Yeah, they're going to drop that much revenue.
Yeah,
and in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to do that.
They do whatever consider
all that's paid for like advertisers, everything like that runs like the length of the season. Yeah. I mean, 82 games. Like when you tell someone like how long a season is, like fucking gasp, don't they?
Yeah. Especially like football fans when we're just used to 38.
Yeah.
Champions League or your FA Cups and whatever. So you're probably looking at you have a team who is fairly successful in the
go
cups.
All the way and everything. Yeah.
Probably 55, 60 games a season max. Like if your team's not as successful, even less than that. And then you say, it's 82 games. Oh, yeah, but then we've got a few pre-season.
Yeah.
And then we've got the playoffs.
4 rounds of playoffs.
Yeah, 4 games. And how many games in a playoff game? Well, it's the best of 7.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell. Like.
And if you watch one playoff game and you're like, how the fuck can their body sustain that for the whole thing at the end of a regulation season?
Yeah, no wonder like they're doing line changes every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But, that's just my... that's my take.
No, that's a good shout.
It's one of them where I get why they won't. Same with the Premier League. The Premier League are up there. Maybe not the Premier League, shall I say, like FIFA or UEFA. They've expanded the World Cup to however many teams now. They're just going to try and they just want more and more matches and more eyes on the product, more and more ad revenue. But that's just the way it is.
Yeah, sometimes though, for me, it kind of, I lose interest because it's like, there was a day where like I couldn't get enough UFC like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, at times when I wasn't watching UFC, I was constantly like on Sherdog, all of the, the Reddit, things like that, trying to find out what was going on. And then, you get the UFC pay-per-views and you get the fight night cards. Now it's just so oversaturated that I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So I think it goes this way, like,
what do you, because I'm not a UFC fan, so you'll have to. So I'm guessing there's my knowledge of it is limited. There used to be one event a month.
Say a month.
And it'd
be
UFC,
if you were lucky, you'd have 2.
UFC 145.
Yeah.
And then next month it'd be UFC
and then it'd be Fight Night on Fuel or...
Okay, so that's like a weekly
on
thing.
Fox, something like that.
Yeah.
Now, the majority of the cards, they're so watered down, you can't... Like, if you get, like a Fight Night card and you struggle to actually recognise, like, any of the names on there.
Yeah, I think I'm on one in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I don't remember signing up for it.
Show them the real jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Cut that
out. But yeah, it just like what you said with it, I don't even know if you were going in this direction, but I just think
less isn't always more. So sorry, sometimes less is more.
Yeah, less is more.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, no, it is, but they're not going to listen to the likes of me and you. These two bozos in the shed. But
maybe we'll fall in line at some point when the sponsors start coming.
We'll start our own league.
Yeah, fucking
like XFL style.
It's such good shit, pal.
Ice skating little people. Right,
we can have the.
I'm going to put that question out then. Actually, right, you're in charge of ice hockey for the whole world, and you can make one rule change. It can be anything. It can literally be as trivial or as serious as you want. Just like put it in the comments or send us a DM on. We'll read them out next week. I think that'll be quite interesting to see some people see the traditionalists who don't want to change anything to maybe new fans who are seeing it from who've been fans of a different sport and maybe think, maybe we could tweak it like this. Well,
there should be some stuff that you've not even thought of that people will bring up, and you'd be like, "Shit, why don't they do that?"
Yeah. I think promotion. Do you think promotion and relegation would work in the NHL? No,
I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you get rid of it for the Premier League?
I mean, if you had 40 teams, maybe.
Yeah.
32 teams. I mean, what? 16-team league. Fucking.
No. Keep the 32 teams, and then they get relegated to the AHL or whatever the pyramid, whatever the level on the pyramid.
It wouldn't work though, because
I'm not saying divide the current league.
It wouldn't work because the AHL is a feeder league for the teams where players are sent down and injured reserve, things like that. It wouldn't work. You would have to. It would mean completely
starting a whole new level on the pyramid below it.
Yeah, you'd have to like completely redo it all.
Because they mix them in. Obviously, I think in the UK, in English soccer, we have a reserve league or the under-12, the development league or whatever, and that is completely separate to the championship, League One, etc. I think in Spain, or I think maybe in Germany, places like that, they'll have like Real Madrid B team will play within the same league structure as the Real Madrid A team. I don't think they can get promoted. I think there's some kind of rule about that, but they'll be in division below and they'll be playing against completely independent teams who have no affiliation with the...
That's pretty cool.
So it's a bit of a weird mix though, because you'd be pretty fucking annoyed, wouldn't you, if you had like this blazing season, you just can't be promoted because you cannot be in the same league as your parent club.
But I suppose like that is quite reminiscent of what the NHL and AHL do, because you're putting on a performance to get called up to the the A squad, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the point of it, isn't it? Where it can obviously work against the team, because obviously you might just be snapped up like that. Right, come on, you called up to the big leagues now when you're just on a hot streak. But I suppose you're not going to be, if you're a fan of I can't even name a team in that. Who's Vancouver's feeder team?
The Abbotsford Canucks.
All right, so if you're a fan of the Abbotsford Canucks, you're going to be a fan of the fucking Vancouver Canucks. You're not going to begrudge someone getting called up. Yeah. That's the point. That's the reason you're rooting for them. But yeah, it'd be interesting to hear people's takes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll put it out there.
Yeah,
let's do a post.
How long have I been watching hockey now? 4 months.
I'm
already trying to change the rules.
Hot, man.
Yeah.
What is this, episode 14? And you've
13.
Is it 13?
Lucky 13.
Are we not including the Christmas special?
Well, Yes, well, it's the 14th one then, but we're calling it episode 13.
We're going to call it a day at episode 21 or 22 anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, because I saw a stat that said if you do 21 episodes, you're in the top 1% of all podcasts ever made, in terms of episodes made. So.
People said I wouldn't make anything of myself.
Well, look at me now, drinking Guinness in my mate's garage. So winter classic next week. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah, like I said, get in touch. Tell us what rules do you change. You can change one. Don't go mad. Don't become some power obsessed megalomaniac. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be some hot takes.
And we want to hear them.
Exactly. Yeah, get in touch. So I've been Andy the Rookie. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm Steve,
the pro.
Apparently.
Have a good week. See you again.
Laters.